can? No?
Yes. Yes.
Sweet.
You can make that.
I knew it. Okay, you guys are not going to regret this. We're going to get so much more activities done.
This is the funnest night ever!
This is so scary.
What? Hello?
Look, I gotta go.
Wait, I thought we were gonna go out.
Nah, I don't think so.
Don't hang up on me.
Horror and comedy movies have been two genres that have dominated the movie industry for years. We went around Pierpont and asked people what their opinions were on these two genres. This helped us gain a deeper understanding of film studies, as we acquired unique viewpoints on two very different regions of the film industry.
I would say I prefer comedy movies to horror movies.
Wow. I like horror movies, but I guess comedy a little bit more.
Rom-com.
Comedy.
Probably comedy. Not a big horror guy.
Probably comedy movies.
Probably horror movies.
I enjoy comedy because it makes me laugh. I enjoy it because I like a lot of comedic actors. I feel like I can relate to the situations portrayed on screen more often than horror movies.
One of the things I like about comedy movies is that, well, they're funny, so it's sort of something that's relatable to a lot of people and it brings joy. You know, everybody's laughing, people are having a good time. It's fun.
I like how they make you laugh and you don't have to think too much. It's just kind of there.
I kind of just like the good vibes with it. Like, I don't know, it just makes you feel good, like, no matter what.
I just like how, I don't know, there's a possibility for a lot of interpretations, and it really makes the viewer think about what he or she is scared of.
I not enjoy about horror movies. I'm not a big fan of not happy endings. I'm a sucker for happy endings, and so horror movies more often than not, you don't really have that guarantee of, like, usually things are gonna work out fine. But with a comedy, things usually work out pretty well for everyone. So that's how I feel.
With comedy, it's probably more the punchlines.
More the punchlines.
Just being able to laugh and have a good time.
I don't know if it's necessarily that I don't enjoy horror movies. One thing that I think a lot of horror movies don't do well is in terms of casting and cinematography. They rely too much on the horror rather than the actual movie. So that's something that can kind of be aggravating. You know, you look at stuff like B-grade horror movies where it's more about shock value and scaring the audience rather than making a good movie.
Well, a lot of the time they don't have good story, per se. It's kind of just like a traditional, like, slasher that's just made like because of sounds being really loud, jump scares. Like, yeah. It's never really, like, I don't know, that well done.
I feel like horror movies, although they aren't a lot, have the potential to be taken very seriously, where, like, unless it's a satirical film, it's hard to take a comedy seriously.
A lot of horror movies are really kind of cliche, and they're really not scary as much as they are just bad and not good.
If they're done well, then they will make me scared for a while.
Comedy, it makes me happy, makes you laugh a lot, makes you kind of forget about other stuff.
We learned that not just our comm students in the sample size that we had love comedies, and although horror movies weren't as popular, some aspects of them were appreciated by most students. So people did know about film in general. They do enjoy films in general, and they can appreciate a good film. Horror comedies are basically based off their ability to hold both ends appropriately, is what we learned from our classmates too during interviews. And horror comedies juggle laughs, so it's hard. We realize it's hard for those two genres to very much mix. But ultimately, we just learned that our classmates enjoyed laughing more than being scared, except on Halloween. Some of them said on Halloween that they would rather watch a horror movie, but it all depends. I think all the movies overall were appreciated, and we learned the widespread opinion was definitely comedy.